passports and partnerships, let's explore Southwest Nova Scotia to the world and more. Student voices bright and true, a global journey just for you.
Welcome back to an episode of Passports and Partnerships, where we're sharing the international student experience in the Tri-Counties. Today, I'm really excited to welcome Dad. Nice to see you, and thank you for agreeing to do this.
Nice to see you too.
Dad, why don't you just share a little bit about who you are, where you're from, and how long you've been in Nova Scotia studying?
Oh, sure. Oh, I'm Dad, and I'm from Vietnam. This is the third year I've been in Nova Scotia.
What grade are you in this year?
I'm in grade 11.
Yes, you started in grade 9, right?
Yeah.
All of your years have been at Yarmouth High?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What area of Vietnam are you from?
I'm from the south. The city is Ho Chi Minh City or Saigon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've shared with you in the past that I've been to Ho Chi Minh City a couple times now for work, so it's absolutely amazing to be able to visit your country. There's so much there to offer. In coming to Nova Scotia for the first time when you were in grade 9, kind of tell me about that. How did you first arrive at studying in Canada, and how did you find Nova Scotia?
I found Nova Scotia because my brother was exchange student also, and he was exchange in New Brunswick, but then he changed to Nova Scotia.
Right.
Yeah, and I heard about him, this place is really good and people are friendly. So I choose to exchange in Nova Scotia.
Yes.
In the first year, my English wasn't really good, so I find it's hard to start a new life in another country.
Right.
I need to find some more friends and live with the other one I don't know.
Right.
So it's went very well. I know some more, and I know I study more English, and I can speak fluently now.
Yes, you can. Your English is really nice, and that speaks to 3 years of being here and working at that, right? You mentioned that you've met a lot of new friends, right? So over your 3 years here, some of the international students might be here for part of a year, and some might stay multiple years like yourself.
Yes.
But you've also met Canadian friends too. Can you just talk to me about the friends that you've developed both globally as well as centralized here in Yarmouth?
My Canadian friends, yeah, I met some of them grade 9, and I'm still be friends with them.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're really friendly with me. Yes. I heard before maybe some racist, but there's no in Canada.
You haven't experienced that.
I heard them. Yeah. Yeah, I feel really good. I have no racism here, and everyone friendly with me. They want to be friends with me.
Yeah.
And my global friend is exchange student. Yeah, I met some of them last year, and they're still here this year.
Right.
And yeah, and I'm in the same class with them because we're in IB. We're doing IB.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're really good with me.
I think we have 5 or 6 students at Yarmouth High taking IB as part of the international student program.
That's true.
Yeah. IB, would that be in grade 8? And you probably wouldn't have been familiar with IB back home, right?
No, yes, I did grade 11. It's a new start.
Yeah, so certainly IB is a worldwide curriculum, and I'm sure there are some schools in Vietnam, but we're happy that you're taking it here because it certainly has a certain challenge, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Discuss kind of the academic part. How are you finding that IB program?
Let's talk previous year. Academic is kind of easy for me.
Right.
So I choose IB because I want more challenge and more opportunities in the futures.
Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, I think IB is for this year. It's not too hard.
Right.
Yeah. I still chill. I still have time for myself.
Yeah.
And I heard from some IB student it's gonna be really hard next year. Yeah, so I'm just prepare for me first, before I start the second year.
Right.
Yeah, just try hard and try to do whatever I can this year.
Yeah.
So next year I have more time for myself.
Yeah. My daughter's in grade 12 in the IB program, and it seems like it kind of steps up with the level of intensity and academic rigor and demand. So if you're doing well, of which I'm going to read your report card this weekend, I'm sure you are, because I remember seeing your grade 9 marks and 10 marks. So continuing that work will do you well. Many of our students we'll take a look at our Pathways program that after high school, we've got agreements with universities and post-secondary schools. Is that something that you're thinking of for your future after grade 12?
I would.
Yes. Is your older brother studying somewhere in the province?
Yeah, I have two brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, one of them study NSCC.
Yes.
As well. Yeah, and he working in Sydney right now.
Okay.
And one, like my big brother, he studying in Dalhousie, Dalhousie City.
Yeah.
And he's still studying, but next year he will graduate.
Okay. What are you thinking beyond high school? What sort of programs or areas of interest do you have at this point?
I think like I'm really in like bio and chemistry because I want to like work in medical like area in the futures.
Yes.
So I try to study bio and chem. So it's good for my future.
Good for you. Good. We certainly need more people in the medical field, so we'd love to have you graduate and find employment in Canada. Talk to me about at school at Yarmouth High, the spirit there. Is school much different here than it was for you in Vietnam, and how so?
In Vietnam, yeah. I think like this school, like in Canada, like you can choose what subject you want to study.
Mm-hmm.
But in like my country, like the enrollment already choose for you, so I cannot do it.
Yeah.
Yes, and like the teacher here so friendly as well.
Right.
But they really chill. They like our friend.
Right.
Like not like in the country, and like the environment is like it's friendly and it's really healthy. Like you can see like every gender is welcome and every identities race welcome here.
Right.
So I feel like really good here.
When you first came in grade 9, there is definitely a size difference in our communities from Ho Chi Minh City to Yarmouth. How did you adjust to that?
Like my city is really big. It's huge. It's the biggest city in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And maybe when I came here, it's I need a boring, but like, I make more friends and like we know like more place to go. Like ship coffee here, like, or we can go property or go to the gym.
Right.
So my life is like less boring.
Right. Yeah, it's incredible how sometimes we come to smaller communities and worry that it may not work out as well, but in many ways, you're provided opportunities that really weren't easily available for you. Talk to me about your homestay families. So over 3 years, you've been able to stay with some different families.
Yes.
What has that meant for you?
Like I want to change because I wanna like find like more experience. Like each homestay, how they doing? Like what's the difference between them? So I'm changed a lot. Like and I find like so really good. Like I feel good with that. Yes, and the homestay they take care of me like really good.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a real son of them.
Yeah.
So
in joining those families, have you learned things about our Canadian culture, or have you been able to share some of your Vietnamese culture with those families?
Yes, I learned like about Canadian, like, and I know about like the history right now. I know about like some Mi'kmaq people.
Yes.
And some Canadian cuisine. Yeah,
Right.
poutine, roti pie. It's really good.
So of the Canadian foods, are there some that you really like and some that you're like, oh, that's not for me at all?
I find like roti pie and like poutine is one of my favorites.
Right.
Yes, and I didn't find any like I didn't like. But yes, so thank God I didn't. Okay. In Vietnam, in Vietnam, I'm show them some my Vietnamese cultures. I show them some food because my parents send me some food like by summer.
Yes.
I give them some Vietnamese coffee. It's so good.
Vietnamese coffee and chocolate are stellar, aren't they?
Yeah. I introduce them like there's a Vietnamese restaurant downtown, street. Yeah. Show them what you should order when you come to the restaurant.
All right.
It's good.
So what are some of your favorite Vietnamese dishes? If you were to go to a restaurant or go back home, what are the ones that you really want?
Let's definitely say phở.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of the best that I might see in the cuisine.
Absolutely. I've learned to really love pho the first time. It's like, whew, this is amazing, right? And for whatever reason, I think probably Western Americans and Canadians would look at that and say it's pho, but it's definitely not, is it? It's pho. So, yeah. Tell me about coming to our area, and as far as you've shared like how you had different opportunities, but when you see that it's not inhabited and there's beaches and woods and you can drive a long time before you see another house, how has that been for you?
I know like Canada is a big country there, and the population is not too big. So I expect in my mind that before I came here, like maybe like the house is gonna like big and like the distance between the house like really far. It seemed right for me because I think about that before, so I'm not really surprised, right? Yeah, but drive 3 hours to the city is still crazy for me.
It is, right? Yeah, it's a long distance, right? I'm curious. When you think of your experience, what are some of your favorite memories right now?
I say like the last like I think a month ago, right? I lost my wallet when it's an exam week. I lost my wallet.
It must have been really stressful.
Yes, for real. But the day after, the police came and gave me back. No, I think this country is crazy.
What happened?
Like the police came.
Oh, the police found your wallet?
Yeah, and they gave me back.
That was turned in somewhere.
Yeah.
Everything was there?
Yeah, everything was there.
See? That you've had 3 different years here in the Tri-Counties as an international student. It's possible that this podcast is going to be watched by some families and students that are in their home countries thinking about coming to Nova Scotia to study.
Yes.
What advice would you give them?
Advice?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, try to speak English because that's how you communicate with your families and your like friends out there. So it's gonna be great if you come here and you speak English and you learn some new stuff. And okay, maybe you found some of your like friends at the same country or same language. So it's not like to think like you talk with them by your language, but to try to speak like English because it's gonna help you a lot to improve yourself and study in Canada.
What would you share with potential host families or current host families?
I think we came here as teenagers, so we might a little bit crazy, but just tell us like how we're doing and how we should improve to change for you to feel good. But like just tell us like how you want us to act like, and like what you want us to help you, like maybe laundry or cleaning houses, like grocery. Just tell us. We will help them.
Open communication and compromise is really key in making sure that the host and the students get along well as a family unit, right? When you first came and you're here 3 years, has this met your expectations so far?
Yes, actually, it's over what I expect. Like,
right.
Yeah, I thought I came here. Yes, before I thought I came here, I only got racism or something, but it's very good here. Like that's over what I expect as a family here, and like the study experience here is also good. Like it's more chill than Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's perfect for me to be here.
That's good. I'm so happy to hear that. So as a student, if you have issues that pop up and you can't resolve it with your host family or your friends, who do you go to? What supports do we have in place in NSISP to help our students?
I actually gonna talk to our homestay coordinator.
Yeah.
Also like school help ambassador. So I will ask them if like I need help or something.
Right.
And also I can talk to my family at home.
Yes.
Yeah, to support me.
Absolutely. Yeah, we try to have lots of different support people in place to help students as they're here. I am assuming you're coming back next year, right?
For real. Yeah.
For real, to graduate. So listen, I hope you have a wonderful end of this school year and certainly your next year in your grade 12 graduating year. I hope you continue to have a great experience, and I can't wait to see you across that stage in your...
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Good.